there was a man called Philo, and he's considered to have been one of the most brilliant Bible scholars who've ever lived. He's a Jewish man, but he lived in North Africa, in Egypt, in Alexandria, which had become like the center of Bible study in the ancient world. And there was a library there that is like 300 years old, and it was considered perhaps to be the greatest library in the world, maybe. But an amazing place, Alexandria. And Mark, who wrote the Gospel, it said that he later went and planted churches there in Alexandria, and even that Mark met this guy called Philo when Philo was an old man. So Philo was born in like 30 BC, before Jesus. So when Jesus was born, Philo, I guess, was maybe 30 years old and at the height of his powers and things like that. Now, I only mention him because he studied those first books of the Bible, the books of Moses, Genesis, Exodus, and so on, really deeply and thought hard about them. And when he read what we call Genesis chapter 1, verse 26, and it says, human beings were made in the image of God. Philo just really thought hard about that and said, what or who is this image of God that human beings are made in? What is this kind of mold that human beings are made in? Who is this image of God? Who is it that can be the visible embodiment of all that God is? This is what Philo said. And then, of course, he studies the Bible, and he says, that image of God that is the visible embodiment of who God is that Word of God by whom the universe was created. It is the voice of God. In fact, he says it is the Son of the Father, the divine Son of the Father, the eternal Son of the Father. That is the image of God. And human beings are made in the image of him, copies of him, patterns. The pattern of us is Jesus, is the eternal Son.